Hello, in front of me I have Samsung Galaxy S25, and in this video I'm going to show you the best settings for gaming. Okay, let's open up our settings first. Now, we want to make sure that on the display settings that are right in here, we have selected under the motion smoothness settings the adaptive refresh rate, screen refresh rate of course. Because thanks to that, on that mode, the refresh rate is up to 120 Hz, while on standard we only get 60. So on the adaptive mode, the screen will be much smoother than on the standard method option. So make sure that you have adaptive mode turned on. Also in here on the settings, we want to type game. And let's click on game optimization, which is under game booster settings. And now let's begin with the game optimization. For the best performance and for gaming, we want to make sure that we have the performance mode enabled. Also, gaming motion smoothness should be selected on the 120 Hz for the smoother animation. And above, we have customization for individual games. In here we can adjust the settings for individual games. So for example, let's select the PUBG, and now we need to select options to customize them. Let's begin with the game optimization. Let's make sure it's set on performance mode. When it comes to the FPS, let's select the 60. On the screen resolution, let's select 100, and on the frame booster, let's turn it on. Then we can click on save. And for example, we can do the same thing on the Asphalt game. So I'll just boost everything. I'll max it out. Okay, let's click on. Now save. And now maybe let's begin with opening the one of the games. So let's begin with the Asphalt. And in here I'm going to show you the graphic settings that we can adjust. Also remember that not in each game you will have a possibility to change the graphic options, but for this video I have selected the two games that have that possibility. So let's open up the game settings, let's select the graphic settings, and here under the visual quality we want to select the performance mode. Of course everything depends what you want to achieve in the settings. But in this video, let's say we want to get as much frame rate as possible. So let's select the visual quality into performance, the frame rate into 120, and under the advanced settings, let's select everything on the lowest value. So let's select it on the performance. So base profile is now performance. We can also turn off the bloom. Let's turn off the depth of field. Then the motion blur, also the anti-aliasing, volumetric lightening, and the shadow resolution into low. And now we will have the highest FPS possible, but now the frame rate changed, and that's our final settings for the best performance. Of course, if you want to do the opposite thing, I mean you want the highest quality possible, simply boost all those things into maximum. And here is the visual quality. Let's set it on the quality. So that's when it comes to the Asphalt settings in that game. And now let's open up the PUBG. And in here I'm also going to show you the settings, how to adjust them. But it's gonna take a little bit until the game will be launched. So I'll first need to log in. Or actually, it won't take that long. That's my bad. Okay, let's open up the settings. To open them up, we need to click right in here. Now we have access to the settings. Now let's find the graphics. Let me maybe boost the brightens a little bit, so you'll see more. Okay. Under the graphics, let's select on customize, but already in here you can select the better frame rate, but I'll show you how to customize it if you want to do this manually. So let's select the customize. Now let's select the combat. In here we have the graphics. For the best performance, let's select it on smooth. On the frame rate, let's select ultra extreme for the best performance. But you have an information right in here that the combat frame rate is set to the highest, which is very taxing for a device. This system will enable power saving to ensure your device stability under the high frame rate. So actually, maybe let's not select it into ultra extreme, but maybe on the ultra. Or actually, let's select it on extreme. And now simply click on apply. And now we have the highest frame rate possible. And now we can open up the efficiency, and here make sure that the anti-aliasing is disabled and that the power saving is also disabled. When it comes to the shadows, you can disable them for the better performance, and then hit on apply. But of course, remember that you can always change it already in here by clicking the better frame rate. And if you want the better graphics, simply hit that button, or if you want, you can click on customize just like me and adjust and everything manually. Now we will also might launch the quick match. No, I didn't want that, but okay, something is running, so let's wait. Alright, and now we are ready to play our game. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.